Salesforce roles. Next topic is roles. Now, so far we have seen the user profile permission set, and also we have seen the licensing. User is nothing but here anyone who log in to Salesforce, they are the users. License is what functionality accessed by user. Now profile is nothing but what user can do in Salesforce. And then permission set is extending the functionality of the profile. Have seen the permission set group also. The permission set group is nothing but like a grouping the permission sets. Right now we are going to see the role. Now what is a role? So role hierarchy, right? We call it as a role hierarchy. Now what is a role? Let's see this. In simple terminology, for example, you might be already worked in the companies like some company, could be any company, IT, non-IT company or anywhere. So there is some kind of a role hierarchy will be there. Role hierarchy will be there. So let's say here VP. VP is at the top level. Vice President. Vice President is there. Now there is a below that we have a CEO. Now you see the team. CEO team is reporting to the VP. CEO is reporting to the VP. Now similarly we have a CTO, CFO. CTO, CFO, both will be there. And also we have a solution architect, technical architect, developers, right? These are different members will be playing the different roles. Different members are playing the different roles. So when they are playing the different roles, what they are performing it, how they are performing it, are they doing it correct or not? Who can be modified? Who can be observed? So there should be a one person who can observe it. There is one person who can observe it. Now, in order to do that, so there are so many members are there. For example, recruiter. What recruiter is doing it? What recruiter is just a second. Team this karo, daddy will work on. So we have a recruiter here. In the recruiter, so recruiter. So what recruiter is doing on? Whether he is performing it or not. Whether he is performing it or not. So recruiter is reporting to the manager. Recruiter is reporting to the manager. Now, again, the manager is also reporting to the human resource head. Human resource head. Now, this human resource head, it's going to point to the reporting to the CFO. Similarly, solution architect, technical architect, developers also reporting to the CTO because there are different people who are monitoring the different team. And finally, the CTO, CFO will be reporting to the CEO because CEO directly cannot maintain the recruiter, cannot monitor the recruiter. It has to go in the hierarchy level. And finally, CEO will give the report to the VP, what has been happened overall in the company from last month, what was happening and how it is performed, everything can be monitored. So VP will be knowing the information, what is happening in the company level. So this is the hierarchy. This is hierarchy. So in this hierarchy, this is a reporting hierarchy. Now in this case, what recruiter is doing it, like what are the records are created by the recruiter? What are the records are created by the recruiter? These records can only visible to their manager. Their manager. Like, so recruiter records can be reviewed by the manager and can also viewed by the human resource, can also viewed by the CFO because they're all pointing to the same. They're all pointing to the same. Now, what are the developer is creating the records? Developer or a technical architect, whatever these people are creating their records, these records can be viewed by the CTO. These records can be viewed by the CTO, but not by the CFO. CFO cannot see what developer has done it because developer reporting is CTO. The hierarchy is below the CTO. We have a developer. So that means here records, whatever the records are there, these records will be reporting to the CTO, right? So CFO will not be able to see the records of CFO. Developer records cannot be viewed by the CFO. So it's kind of a superior and subordinate. So in this case, CTO is the superior. CTO is superior and superior can see only the subordinate information. So here subordinate is nothing but a solution architect, technical architect and developer. So CTO can see these subordinate records. Again, the developer, whatever the developer is created, the siblings cannot see, right? So these are called as the siblings. These are called as siblings. Siblings is nothing but same hierarchy level. Same level. Whatever the developer is created, this person should not be able to see, and this person also should not be able to see. And similarly, whatever the technical solution architect is creating the records, technical architect should not be see, and developer also should not be able to see. Developer also should not be able to see the records. So this is everything can be controlled, need to be controlled using the role. So the purpose of role is the same thing. Siblings cannot see the information. It's similar like a appraisal. If you have already worked in a company, like when you working in the company, there is something called as a appraisal or a hike. Every year you will get some hike, right? So whatever the appraisal form you are filling up, your siblings cannot see. Whoever the team members are there, the team members cannot see. Who can see? Only your manager can see the appraisal form that is filled by you. Right? Siblings cannot see the appraisal that is you have filled it. That is, you have filled it. The CTO cannot, the siblings cannot see. Only the CTO can be seen. So that's the same functionality in the role as well. So here roles is nothing but in this case roles, Salesforce roles are record level access. Record level access controls that this is a record level access that controls the what user can see in the Salesforce. Right? So what are the records can be seen by the user can be controlled by the roles. That means whether can I see other user records or whoever is a superior subordinates are there, can you see the records of subordinates if I'm a superior? So what user can see in Salesforce is decided in the role. Roles are designed to increase the data visibility or to open up the access in Salesforce. We can create a we can increase the visibility through the role by using the role hierarchy in Salesforce. Now let's see. Now we are going to create a role hierarchy. Now let's see the first. In order to create a roles in Salesforce, we have to go to the setup and search for a roles. Search for roles. Now open this roles. Now by default, this is a screen it is going to display. Just click on a setup and expand all. When you expand all, so here by default, Salesforce is going to keep a certain role hierarchy structure, right? It has a CEO, CFO, COO, SVP, right? So SVP, customer service, human resources, marketing, and these are the different things will be by default Salesforce is going to give us. Now, if I try to delete this default structure, I will not be able to delete. It says that you cannot delete because there is a child are linked to it. There are childs which are linked to it. So if you want to delete the default structure, if you want to delete the default structure, so first you need to delete the bottom one. That means delete entirely the last one which is available, the child one. So first delete the last one, then slowly delete on the next, whatever the next level is available, just delete it. Now if I try to delete this, now here if I try to delete the VP North American sales, I cannot able to delete it because it has a director channel, director, direct sales, both are there. So I cannot delete the above one. On these rows, set up rows and go to the bottom. First delete the direct sales and as well as they delete the direct channel. So if I want to delete the direct channel, first I need to delete the channel sales team. Similarly, I'm going to delete this direct channel sales. Now, once I have deleted both of them, now I can delete the VP North America sales. Similarly, SVP sales marketing, I cannot delete it because it has a child. If I delete this, the below one, if I delete it, marketing and international sales, then delete the SVP sales marketing. Now delete this, now I'll be able to delete that SVP sales marketing. Now I can delete this human resource also. Like this, you can delete the structure if you do not want to delete it. For example, if you want to modify the structure, you wanted to, this is the default, Salesforce default structure. Let's say this is the name which is available, SVP, customer service support. Now you wanted to, instead of a delete, you wanted to change the name. So click on edit and change the name. You say VP and should be pointing to the, let's say CTO instead of this. Now I'm going to change this to the CTO. Okay, I do not have a CTO. Let me do one thing, or else let's change this to the CTO. And reports to CEO. Click on save. Now, whatever the previous name is there, I'm just renaming the one. Now, if I wanted to rename this customer service support international. Now, let's change this to the PP. Edit. I'm going to change this value to the PP. Save. Like that, you can modify the standard structure also, you can modify it. So let's delete all this. So this is the default structure, I have it. Now company level, this is a company level. In the company level, we have a CEO, and then within the CEO, we have a CFO, COO, CTO. And then within the CTO, we have a VP. That means VP is reporting to CTO, CTO is reporting to the CEO, and COO is also reporting to the CEO, CFO is also reporting to the CEO. So in this scenario, CEO is a superior. This is superior, and subordinates are CFO, CEO, CTO. These three are subordinates. These three are subordinates. And similarly here, CTO is a superior and VP is a subordinate. Subordinate for the CTO. Subordinate for the CTO. Right? Similarly, we have a CFO, CEO, CTO. These all are at the same level. So that means these are siblings. These are siblings. Now, so we have created the role. Now what I'll do is I'll assign this roles to the user. Let's assign this roles to the user. That means either you can assign a user directly from the role hierarchy, either you can directly assign to the hierarchy. Let's say, for example, CEO. CEO is, I wanted to assign to the, click on here, assign button. Directly from the role hierarchy, you can assign the user. Let's say I wanted to assign the batch file. Is a CEO. So CEO is assigned, done. Next, we need to do the CFO. CFO, let's take a, for example, right? So next one is CFO. Now for this CFO, we are going to assign it to the, you can also assign it from the user level. Role hierarchy level as well as the user level also you can assign it. Search here user. Is hand. So click on the users. Now in this user, we wanted to assign the CFO. Let's take a, I'm going to assign the CFO to the Purnima. Let's assign Purnima. Now here we have a row. Click on this edit. This is user level. Select here drop down. You can assign it here CFO. Click on save. Next we have a role. Let's go to the role. What is the next role we have it? Set up roles. CFO is done. We have assigned the CFO. The next one is a COO. Now COO we need to assign to the another user. Right, so let's go back. Users. CEO, CFO is done. Next one, I'm going to assign the COO. COO also I'll assign it to the, let's say, we assign it to the Rahul. Now let's open this. Just a second. So for Rahul, we are going to assign the role which is called as a COO. Click on edit. And then specify COO. Similarly, we have a CTO. Now CTO, let's assign to the another user. And just refresh this. Let's say CTO, let's assign to the Eric. And the last one which we have is V. So I'll assign to the Sachin. And let's update the role here. And click on a save. Similarly, I'm going to update the last one, which is a VP. I'll assign to the Sachin. Now we have a complete structure. Whatever the roles we have created, we have assigned to the user. See here, the structure is CEO is at the top level. CFO is pointing to the CEO, and CTO is also pointing to the CEO, and COO is pointing to the CEO, and VP is pointing to the CTO. VP is pointing to the CTO, which is here. Right, so this is the structure which we have implemented. We have assigned the records. We have assigned the roles to the each user. Now, as per the definition of the role, the reason we have created the role hierarchy is whatever the records are created by Sachin or whatever the records are created by the CTO Only CEO can see it. CFO cannot see and COO also cannot see. VP also cannot see. Only who can see? Only the CEO can see. Right? Now I'm going to create. I'll log in as a CTO. That means I'll log in as a Eric, create a record, and then I'll log in as a Purnima. I'll log in as Purnima. Check whether this whatever the record is created by Eric, is the Purnima is able to see it or not. Ideally, it should not be seen. That is the definition of it, right? Because they both are siblings. Eric and Purnima both are siblings. Now here this user is both are siblings. Now these two users, when they are siblings, then they should not be able to see the each record. Right? Now let's go ahead and see. Now first of all, let me log in as Purnima. Click on this login. The accounts. Now click on this all accounts. They are able to see the 17 reports. That's totally fine. I'll go back to the user and I'll log in as a Eric. Let's create the account record. Click on the new record. Online customers. Click on new. Online customers. Click on the next button. Let's say Eric sales. And rating is warm account number, AHS number, and type equal to prospect and click on save. Now account is created by the Eric. Now click on the detail section. Now it says here created by is Eric. Today it is created and last modified date is also today. Now let me log out as this Eric, log in as a user, which is a Purnima. Log in as another user. On this all accounts. $18 records. Before it was 17 records, now it is 18 records. The one which is Eric sales is the one created by the Eric. Now, as per the role hierarchy, role definition, siblings are created. The other person cannot be able to see because right now which users I have CTO and CFO. CTO and CFO. CTO, CFO are same position, same hierarchy. This is a CTO and this is a CFO. Whatever CTO is created, CFO is able to see the record. Ideally, it should not see the record, right? Only who can see? Only the CEO can see. The CFO cannot see and COO also cannot see. PT also cannot see, right? But what is happening? CFO is able to see. CFO is able to see the record. Similarly, if I log in as VP is Sachin. Now, if I click on this login, the accounts, and click on this all accounts. And this user is also able to see the 18 records. And then we have a Eric. Eric is also visible by the VP. So there is something wrong here. As per the role, it should not be visible. As per the role, it should not be visible to the whether to the subordinates or a siblings, it should not be visible. But what is happening? Everybody can see. Everybody can see the record. The reason is the role does not hold single. So when you are implementing the role in the Salesforce, along with the role, you need to implement a concept called OWD. Combination of these two can handle the record level security. Record level security. Combination of these two can be handled record level security. Single role cannot be done handling the record level security. Along with the role, we have to specify the OWD settings also. OWD settings also. We will see the OWD settings. No. For now, so this is the role and these are the trial head links and referral link is provided here. That's about the role.